Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be about something that we've all dealt with. Life just brings all different types of people into our everyday existence, and it's important to know how to deal with just crappy people, just people you don't enjoy, people who are mean to you, or people who just go out of their way to make your day unenjoyable. So I've definitely had my fair share with bullies in my life, and I thought that it would be a great idea to share with you guys some tips and points of how to deal with them, because you deal with bullies, it doesn't stop after you get out of high school. You deal with bullies all throughout your life. So I've had a couple subscribers and followers from all over my social media just reach out to me and ask me questions, just basically just want me to talk more about this subject, and it's kind of a reoccurring theme in the different requests that I get, so that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So I hope you guys are down to hear this video. Bullies come in all shapes and sizes, okay? Some are nice, some are straight out mean from the get-go. Some are fake, so you find out that they're mean later on. Some are sneaky, so they kind of just wiggle their way in and out of your lives. So you just really, you can't get too flustered when someone's mean to you, because at the end of the day, not everybody's gonna like you, and you have to accept that, and everybody learns that at some point in their life. Some people just are gonna have a problem with you just because of the way you look, and just because of preconceived ideas that they have in their head, or certain ways that they were raised, and just certain ideas that they can't let go of that they probably should, to make them happier and more inviting people. So I had actually I'm going to bring my personal life into this a little bit, because something happened recently in my life and I think it's worthy of sharing with you guys. So last week I was invited to this hot tub hangout with this guy that I'd been talking to on Twitter for probably over a year now, and he had just moved right down the street from me actually, which was kind of weird. Not weird, but just ironic. And so I decided to go over there, and I didn't know that he was going to have a bunch of underage friends, and I don't hate on underage people, but I am 21, so I try to hang out with people at least 21, and it's not that I hate underage people or people that aren't 21, it's just my preference. So I was already kind of like, and they were doing really immature things, like throwing dildos at the window and trying to get them to stick, and I was just standing there like, yeah. And they were all just geeking out, and at that point I was kind of like, why am I here? Because I was just kind of being shy, because I didn't really have anything to talk about with them. They all knew each other, so it was kind of awkward, and he didn't tell me that anybody else was going to be there besides one other guy that was his friend. And I FaceTimed with both of them, and then he kind of surprised me when I got there, and there was like, there was only 2 extra people, but still they were both like super young and kind of annoying and not really friendly. So they ended up asking me to leave, or the guy who invited me actually ended up asking me to leave, and the reason he gave me was that I was weirding his friends out. And it was only because I was like not talking, and then when I was friendly with them and I was telling them, the 2 girls, that they were cool and like that they should go to Pride this year and support their local community, and they were just kind of like just being so rude out of nowhere, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. So basically I was really hurt when I was told to leave, and the guy apologized to me the next day and asked me to come back over, and I was like, And he actually texted me today and asked me to come over. And I was like, no way in hell am I going back over there, because I'm not going to be just, that I'm not going to be made to look like a fool again. Just, it's not going to happen. So when I was leaving out of his apartment complex, I ran into these people, this straight couple and then this guy in the elevator. And I was really sad, and I was just gonna walk back home because it was right down the street. And they were like, "What's wrong?" And I started crying, and they invited me in, and I made 3 new friends. They took me out, and we got pizza, and they got me a couple drinks, and I made some new friends, like, just so unexpectedly, just like that. It was awesome. So I was cheered up. It was a good way to end the night. So you just have to always know that every storm comes to an end, and there's always going to be sunshine on the other side. So it's important to just, follow your gut and follow your inner self and what your mature brain is telling you to do when you run into a bully. Like, don't react and get crazy defensive. Just kind of like analyze what you're being told or how you're being antagonized and why, and then kind of remove yourself from the situation. Don't react and say mean things and just be a horrible, rude person right back to them, because that doesn't make you any better. And at that point, you're brought back to their level, back down to their level. So, rise above it. Kill them with kindness. It sounds so cliche, but it's honestly the best way to go. And I'm not going to be mean to that guy and say, "Oh no, I'm never hanging out with you." I'll just kind of like, I don't know, let the communication fade out. I'm not just going to be rude and everything. It doesn't seem logical to me. So in times like those, because, especially when I go out, I get kind of bullied sometimes at certain places, and at this point I can handle it really well, but I know that some of my young fellow gay guys coming up into the scene are unaware of how rude other gay guys can really be to them, and you just have to be so confident and secure in yourself. You have to know, you have to be grateful for what you have. You have to have a goal for yourself. You can't be insecure, because it's going to really get to you, and it's going to start to like bring down your core, and you do not ever want that, because that's how you start getting depressed, and it just turns into a funnel. It's really hard to get out of a mindset like that. So take some time to really build up your self-confidence and how you see yourself, and then put yourself out there and face the world. But always remember, you really want to stand up for yourself whenever you can. You don't ever want to just look like pathetic, after somebody says something really rude to you. There's a way of saying something and meaning it. You can't just say some basic insult out of nowhere, because then you look even more pathetic. So you have to say something mature, whether it be, "Okay, I'm sorry you feel that way, goodbye." It's just something like mature and just to the point. Don't try not to stutter or anything like that. And just be secure in yourself and what you believe and what's coming out of your mouth, because you are you and they are them. So they're obviously hating on something that you are that they don't have. So just be confident, be grateful for what you do have. And that's usually how I think when I run into situations like this, because I'm really grateful for what I have, and I'm okay with dealing with these people once in a while. So once again, I want to say, not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to like you, but many people will if you allow them to. The world is a scary, harsh place, but there's also really magical, wonderful, amazing people in the world. And there's also the complete opposite. So you have to really follow your gut in times like this. Like when you get treated really badly first time hanging out with somebody and they invite you over the next day or like a week later, don't go back there because you learned your lesson. And then the second time, it might even be a harder lesson. So you just really have to learn from your experiences. And as you get older, you get wiser. So of course you'll become more quick-witted and able to just brush it off your shoulders. Because I definitely have a lot. Definitely grown a thick skin going into the bar scene and just doing what I do in my everyday life. Hence the webcam. You guys should hear some of the things people say to me on webcam. I should do a webcamming hate comments video and just write some down that I get sometimes. They're not horrible, but I think that would be a fun video. And just make fun of yourself too. Don't take everything so seriously, because that too much of anything is too much, and you just gotta have a joke once in a while. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. Definitely give this video a like if you enjoyed it and got some valuable information out of it. I really enjoy your guys' suggestions of upcoming videos that I should film, so keep them coming. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.